3-minute masterclass on Bach's Minuet in G. Let's go. I've taught this little minuet countless times to early beginner students over the years, and most of them are satisfied just sort of getting through it. But played at a high level, this can be a masterclass in balance, phrasing, clarity of articulation, and can offer you a good challenge even to the serious intermediate player. Here are 5 ways to make it sound truly elegant. Tip 1, lift between the phrases, especially in the left hand. Many students sort of blur everything together as one long line, but it's a dance and should be sort of light-footed. Think poised and placed. Here is measure 1 through 4, first without a break, and then with it. That's a run-on sentence, whereas this has more elegance. There is a lesson in this, by the way. When first learning a musical detail, actually you should take it out entirely so you can listen to what the lack feels like. Then you'll be all the more inspired to want to put it back in. Tip 2, shape the 2-bar arches. Like a musical sentence, there's an ebb and a flow that rolls off the tongue with phrase structure. You want to show this with your dynamics, either with a rise and a fall, a continuous crescendo, or a continuous decrescendo. Each unit has its own life, but also works within the context of the whole. So that's how you keep Bach's both his structure alive and exciting. Tip 3, keep the left hand light. This is a minuet after all, not a march. So we want to imagine that the left hand is the dance floor and it's stable, but it's also springy, right? We incorporate some finger staccato, maybe some light portato to keep the rhythm buoyant. Also, try practicing the left hand pianissimo to avoid heaviness. You might do it something like this if you were doing the first 8 bars. Keep the groups of 2. Light, bum, 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 bum. Something along these lines. Tip 4, ornament with intent. Play around with several different ornaments. Don't just get used to one version. For example, in measure 7 to 8, where people often ornament, you could add a 2-note ornament on the beat. Or a 2-note ornament that's before the beat. Even a 3-note or 4-note ornament where you extend it. See, the possibilities are endless. Frankly, even top professionals often disagree on how ornaments should be done in the Baroque period. Whatever you choose, it must serve the music and remain faithfully under your control so that it sounds good and doesn't just sound like a bunch of fluff. Tip 5, add 1 drop of contrast. The B section with the E minor chord can easily sound dry if you play it the same way. But if you do a darker tone deeper in the key, you can let it feel shadowed. Then returning back to G major feels like candlelight back to daylight. This is how you bring the harmony alive, not by just turning to the audience and saying, this is an E minor chord now, but instead, we actually show the harmony through the way we interpret and phrase it. If you apply just these 5 tips, phrasing lifts, dynamic shaping, a buoyant left hand, expressive ornaments, and tonal contrast, your minuet starts sounding like a real pro instead of just an amateurish exercise. Want more in-depth tips like this one? Download my free piano guide in the description right now. And try out my Key Learners program to work with me and learn to practice with purpose while playing with passion.